come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Locke. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Landry. Landry brushes him off. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, this is really where Cooper Kupp separates himself from some of the other receivers, his ability to make plays happen after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Shotgun snap to Locke.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's incomplete. They cannot and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're...
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Browns.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. A solid stiff arm. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on 4th and 2. So Melvin Gordon, he has been a 1,000-yard rusher in this league. No more for getting the tough yards, but he breaks off a big one there. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake, Mayfield.
Trying to improvise. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Mayfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Broncos 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 53 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Clock now to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Block off of play action.
Going right back to Fan.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Locke looks to throw it again. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
To throw it is Locke. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Mayfield now.
Eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Locke going to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of me, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The pass there complete to Sutton, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Hunt. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. From the shotgun. It's Mayfield. They still can't get him. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Lock to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Second and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Locke. Gets it to Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try for Locke. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.